Hey guys, so first of all, happy August. August dance. That's now the official August dance, by the way. Today I'll be talking about milkshakes, magic, and I have an awesome possum Mr. Men competition where you could win a cash prize. It's so hot in this flat, I think I've actually melted. Have I melted yet? So in order to cool down, I made myself the ultimate milkshake of destiny. And I was so excited to drink it, I was like, ew. I spilt it all over myself. Fail. This has made me realise how accident prone I really am. Like this toe has been stubbed at least 9,000 times. I think it's actually crying. It's actually crying.
I feel so abused.
Yeah, if I was one of the Mr. Men, I would definitely be Mr. Bump. See, I'm Mr. Bump. Which is relevant, but we will be coming to that later. But first of all, I thought I'd tell you about my ultimate story of clumsiness and failure. So let's cast our minds back to when I was 11 years old. Most 11-year-olds wanted to be a fireman or a footballer. Phil wanted to be a magician. Yeah, not only a magician, but the best magician. I wanted to pull lions out of hats, I wanted to saw Sarah Michelle Gellar in half, I wanted to do everything. The main reason I wanted to do this was to impress a girl called Charlotte. My method of pushing her over in the playground hadn't really worked so far, so I thought I'd go down the magician route. Charlotte was awesome. First of all, she was one of the first people to have a PlayStation, and she had a Mario backpack. Come on guys. So we had a show and tell thing coming up at the end of the week, so I asked the teacher if it could be my turn. So the plan was to do my magic show, then bring Charlotte to the front for the final trick, and then she would fall madly in love with me. Well, that was the plan anyway. Things went a little differently. My mum had made me a wizard's cape out of a bin bag, thanks mum, and she'd stuck some silver stars onto it and I was like, ooh. But yeah, I got to the front of the class, everyone was watching, Charlotte was sat on the front and I went for my first trick, the rubber band kablooshin. So I put my rubber band around 2 fingers and then kablam! Ooh. And everyone was like, ooh. My second trick was the levitating handkerchief, where my mum had sewn a bouncy ball to a handkerchief, so I would drop it and then the handkerchief would go woo. Although when I looked, the bouncy ball had become unhinged from the handkerchief. So I went under the table and with the needle and thread I tried to re-sew it. And I was pressing so hard with the needle into the bouncy ball that I slipped and it just went It had gone directly into my hand. So I pulled it out and thought, forget it, it's okay, we'll move on to the next trick. Charlotte, come to the front, Charlotte. And she was like, hello Phil. And I was like, pick a card, any... Ugh. That's the last thing I remember. Apparently I'd fainted at the sight of my own blood, and the next thing I knew, I had a teacher standing over me saying, you will never be a wizard, Philip. Now that hurt. That really hurt. I didn't even want to be a wizard, I wanted to be a magician, stupid Mrs. Brown. I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, I also had a giant graze on my face because apparently I'd literally face palmed the floor. I didn't faint gracefully, I just went, ooh. Yeah, so after that, Charlotte never did go on a date with me. I think she ended up with Nick, who had an N64. Damn him. And I remained the strange, lonely wizard boy. Tear. Competition time! Now, you guys were saying you wanted a competition that wasn't all about drawing, so this one is about videos. Well, remember I told you Mr. Bump was relevant? Well, they've started doing Mr. Men gummy sweets at Tesco, and the Mr. Bump ones are my favourite. They come in milky and blue flavour. And it was so nice, I asked Tesco if I could give some away as prizes, and they were like, yeah. So to win, all you need to do is post a video response to this video with your own story of how you've hurt yourself, embarrassed yourself, or had a general fail. Much like Mr. Bump would. All of the video responses from the UK will be put onto the official Mr. Men Facebook page where there'll be a voting system, where you can vote for your favourite Mr. Bump fail story. Vote! The grand winner with the most votes will get £500, which is cool of them, and there'll be loads of iTunes vouchers for the runners-up. You could buy a whole herd of lions with that. Also, don't worry if you're not in the UK, I'll be choosing loads of my favourite entries to win Mr. Men sweets, and my favourite will get an AmazingPhil t-shirt. As I said, all the information and the Facebook page is below, but I suggest you enter because these are crazy. Today's Draw Phil Naked is... I'm gonna go now. Actually, let's see if I'm still a magician. Think of a playing card. Have you thought of it? Ooh, 3 of diamonds. No? Okay. Please like this video if you enjoyed this kind of story video, and I'll do more of these in the future, and I will see you next week. These are definitely bandages and not toilet paper. Honest.